Welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas Rana. We are one-stop solution for current affairs. You can find Crack Current Affairs course on our application exclusively for current affairs, where you will get daily, weekly, monthly content on regular basis. Use the code Vikas10 and get 10% additional discount while purchasing the course. Also, students, follow us on Telegram and Instagram. The link for the same are mentioned in our description. This video has both English and Hindi. The first part is English and second part is Hindi. Timestamps are mentioned in the description below. Hello students, how are you all? I hope you are all good. So students, in this video we will be discussing topic indexes for April month. Quite important session students, so stay tuned with us till the end. Students, we upload the daily current affairs video at 5 a.m. in the morning on regular basis. Do watch these videos. These are quite important for competitive exams and it will enhance your learning also. Let's start. The first question is, name the organization that published the report titled Education and Nutrition Learn to Eat Well. This was launched during an event that is Nutrition for Growth held in France from 27 to 28th of March. So name that organization. It is UNESCO. Correct? Take a note of this. Next, what was India's external debt at the end of December 2024 as reported in the India's quarterly external debt report released by the Ministry of Finance? So we are talking about India's external debt. How much it was? It was $717.9 billion. Correct? And the valuation here, it is affected due to the appreciation of the US dollar that we just saw. Next, according to the April 2025 report by Moody's rating on emerging market, what is the projected growth of India's GDP for FY26? So Moody, they are projecting India will be growing by 6.5% in FY26. Next, which state's forest department in India released the synchronized vulture survey 2025 that is talking about the vulture population across the part of southern India, and it is saying that there has been a growth. That means the population of the vultures in India has grown. So question asked is, which state's forest department it is? It is Tamil Nadu State Forest Department. Right? Also take a note of this. And this is the third population estimation survey on vultures that was done. And there are approximately 390 vultures that are to be found in Tamil Nadu. Next, on 8th of April, UNESCAP, that is United Nations Economic and Social Commission for Asia and the Pacific, they have released Economic and Social Survey of Asia and the Pacific 2025. What percentage of the annual GDP loss has been projected by UNESCAP in one-third of Asia Pacific countries due to the climate-related disasters? So, what percentage has been allocated, or how much percent of the annual GDP here the loss has been projected by UNECAP? Correct? So how much percent it is? It is almost 6% that has been projected here. Also, as we saw, India's GDP forecast for 2025 is also 6.5%, and inflation has also eased down to 4.3 to 4%. Next, in April, the Ministry of Panchayati Raj, they have released the first Panchayat Advancement Index, PAI. It is a baseline report that is talking about the sustainable development goals that are being followed by the panchayats at the grassroots level, right? The initiatives they are taking, the development we are seeing in those panchayats, right? And the action plan they are promoting. Question asked is, identify the state that is not among the top 5 performers in this particular report. So among the following, it is Gujarat that secured the first position, then Telangana, it is on second, Tripura is on third position, Maharashtra is on fourth position, UP is on fifth position, and Tamil Nadu is not among the top 5 here. Next, which of the following airports is not in the list of the top 5 airports announced at the Skytrax World Airports Award 2025 held in Madrid, Spain? So Hong Kong International Airport is not in the list of the top 5 airports here announced, right? Singapore Changi Airport on the first position, Doha Hamad International Airport on the second position, and Tokyo Haneda Airport on the third position. Next, Moody's Analytics, this is a subsidiary of Moody Corporation. They have revised the India's GDP growth forecast for CY25, that is calendar 25, down to what percentage? So they have reduced the growth here to 6.1%. 1%. Earlier they were projecting it to grow by 6.4%, but now we have seen a reduction of almost 30 basis point. Next, as per the report released in April by Niti Aayog, India's hand and power tools trade is a part of the global market currently that is valued at $100 billion. Question asked here is that the global market is projected to expand to dash by 2035. So here this hands and tool and India's hands and power tool trade, it is that is $100 billion currently valued. It is expected that it will be $150 billion by the year 2030 in the next 10 years. And India can achieve a 25 billion plus dollar trade in exports in the next 10 years. Next, what is the, I correct myself, I think I have mentioned wrong. It is not $150 billion, but it will be $190 billion. Option 3 is right here, right? Next, what is the estimated total value of India's export that includes your both merchandise and service for FY25 as per the Ministry of Commerce and Industry released in April 2025. So what is the estimated total value of India's export? It is $820.93 billion. If we talk about the merchandise export for FY25, it stood at $437.42 billion, right? Similarly, this is export we are talking about, merchandise export. And if we talk about the merchandise import, it stood at $720.24 billion. Next is which country was India's largest trading partner in FY25 with bilateral trades reaching $131.84 billion. So which is this country? It is United States of America, USA, right? And China was on the second position with $127.7 billion, while UAE we are at $100.5 billion, right? This amount, right, this is the bilateral trade amount, right? That means both import and export. Next, which Indian airport secured the 9th position in the passenger category in the world's busiest airport ranking released by Airports Council International World in April 2025? It is Indira Gandhi International Airport of New Delhi, right? They have secured the 9th position in the passengers category in the world's busiest airport, right? Take a note of this. And it is USA's Hartsfield-Jackson Airport, Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport, that is the world's busiest airport, and they are handling over 108 million passengers annually. Correct? They handled this in 2024 to be precise. Next, mention the organization that released the State of the Social Protection Report, the 2 billion person challenge in April, highlighting that 3 out of 4 people in low income countries lack access to social protection service. So mention that organization. Which is that organization? It is World Bank. This organization has released this report, and 3 out of 4 people in the low income countries, they have no access to social protection services. One more thing, remember, this report was developed by World Bank's Aspire. What is Aspire? It is Atlas of Social Protection Indicators of Resilience and Equity team. So Aspire team developed it. Next, what is the projected growth rate of Indian economy for calendar year 25 as per the report that is Trade and Development Foresights for 2024 released by UNCTAD? So projection is about 6.5%. Next, in April, which organization released the Global Education Monitoring Report revealing that only 60% of the countries have legislations or standards regulating foods and beverages in schools, raising concerns over the global commitments to student health. So which is this organization we are talking about? It is UNESCO. Correct? Next is which of the following institutions is not among the top 5 in the 2025 Asia University Rankings released by Times Higher Education? So which of the following institution is not among the top 5? It is IISc Bengaluru. If we look about the top 5, Tsinghua University of China secured first position. Then Peking University of China second position, National University of Singapore third position, Nanyang Technological University of Singapore fourth position, and the University of Tokyo on the fifth position. Next, as per the World Bank report, that is India Poverty and Equity Brief for April 25, India's extreme poverty, that is people living on less than $2.15 per day, has dropped to what percentage in 22-23 from 16.2% in 2011-12. So from 16.2% it has reduced drastically to 2.3%. The report further showed that 17.1 crore people, they have been lifted out of extreme poverty, and almost 37.8 crore people, they have moved above the broader poverty. Next, mention the organization that launched a report, World Social Report 2025, a new policy consensus to accelerate social progress in April 2025. So this report was released by United Nations Department of Economic and Social Affairs, and around 60%, according to this report, around 60% of the global population, they face economic insecurity, while over 690 million people, they continue to live in the extreme poverty. This we are talking about globally. Next, as per Asian Development Bank, they collaborated with the World Economic Forum and they have released a report, ETRA, that is your Energy Transition Readiness Assessment. This is for the developing Asia and the Pacific. This report stated that clean energy investment in the developing Asia has surged by over 900% from 2013 to 2023, reaching how much value in 2023? So it has reached to $729.4 billion. Correct, take a note of this, and we have seen a surge of almost 900% here. So that's all for the day, students. Now let's move to the revision part that will be beneficial for your learning. In February, SEBI, they have introduced a new framework for specialized investment fund SIF to address the gaps between mutual funds and portfolio management services in terms of the portfolio flexibility. Question asked is, from which date will the new framework come into effect? It will be coming into effect from 1st of April 2025. Next, identify the new term deposit product launched by Federal Banks Limited to provide stable income for a period of 5 to 20 years for resident customers. It is annuity deposit. Correct. Customers have the flexibility to select their preferred payout frequency, that is monthly or quarterly or half yearly or annually, which each payout consisting of both primary, principal and interest earned. Next, S&P Global, they have released S&P Global Corporate Sustainability Assessment 2024 and the Carbon Disclosure Project, making Carbon Disclosure Project ranking in Feb 2025. Question asked is, which private sector bank in India was recognized as the highest rated bank in sustainability? It is Yes Bank. Next, in Feb, HDFC Bank Limited became the first domestic bank to trade 5 kilograms of gold on what? On Indian Bullion Exchange. Indian International Bullion Exchange. Next, Paytm partnered with which organization? They partnered with RBL Bank Limited to provide sound boxes and card machines to their merchants for easier and more efficient transactions. Next, in March, SEBI, they have permitted all NBFCs, including HDFC, including your housing finance companies, to invest in security receipts, that are your SRs, that are issued by the asset reconstruction companies. Next, mention the insurance company that recently launched child focused insurance product, that is Smart Future Star and Smart Platina Young Achiever, to provide financial security for children, education and future expenses. It is SBI Life Insurance Company Limited. This is the company that have launched the child focused insurance product, that is Smart Future Star and Smart Platina Young Achiever plan. Next, which private sector bank in India launched the project Hawk, that is Hawaii Anubhavi Kalyan Kendra, serving those who have served, right? This is the name of the project. It was launched in March 25 to support the Indian Air Force pensioners, veterans and their families. Which is that bank? It is HDFC Bank Limited. Next, mention the health insurance company that launched the Rise Health Insurance Plan in March, aimed at catering to the healthcare needs of the India's missing middle class. Right? So, which is that health insurance company? It is Niva Bupa Health Insurance Company Limited. Next is Bank of Baroda. They have introduced BOB Global Women NRE and NRO saving account designed exclusively for the women NRIs. Question is, what does the letter O stands for? NRO. That is your non-resident ordinary. Right? Take a note of this. Next, identify the public sector bank that collaborated with Indian Army to extend Rakshak salary package to Army personals, veterans and Agniveers under the Agnipath scheme. Question asked is, which is that public sector bank? It is Bank of India. BOI. Next, name the company that received $1.1 million in seed funding in March 2025 from Unleashed Capital Partners and CDM Capital to strengthen their technology and enhance debt recovery process. It is your CRED Resolution India Private Limited. Next, as per SEBI's new regulations for SME initial public offerings that was announced in March 25, what is the maximum allowed percentage for the offer for sale portion of the total IPO size? So, what is the maximum allowed offer for sale portion here? What it will be? It will be 20%. Next, identify the private sector bank that collaborated with Indian Army's Directorate of Indian Army Veterans and Common Service Centers to expand Project Naman that is aimed at supporting Army veterans and their families. Right? So, which is that private sector bank? It is HDFC Bank Limited. It will be in two phases from that started from September 23 and the second phase just now started in March 2025. Next, Kuhu Finance, backed by Westbridge Capital, they have secured the RBI license to function as a non-banking finance company, that is NBFC, that will enable it to offer student loans of up to 2 crore rupees. Next, name the institution that collaborated with Canara HSBC Life Insurance to offer credit life insurance solutions to home loan borrowers. It is GIC Housing Finance Limited. Next, in March, RBI and Dash jointly launched nationwide campaign to enhance financial security in India. It is National Center for Financial Education. Next, RBI, as per RBI's new framework for SROs, that is self-regulatory organizations in account aggregator ecosystem, what is the minimum net worth required within 1 year of the recognition of them as SRO? That is your 2 crore rupees. This is the minimum net worth requirement here. And this account aggregator system, this provides secure exchange of financial data between FIUs and FIPs, and it was initiated in 2016. Next, identify the company that became the first private sector reinsurer in India after receiving R2 license from IRDAI. Which is that company? It is Value Ethics Reinsurance Company Limited. This is the first private reinsurer in India. Next, Brisk Payment Exchange, that is BriskPay, they have received in principle approval from RBI in March to act as a payment aggregator for Dash transactions under Payment and Settlement Act of 2007. It is your payments aggregator for cross border, right? One is your payment aggregator, one is your payment aggregator cross border. This is within the international countries, right? You can transfer within different parts of the world. Payment aggregator is just for nation, right? Within the country, within the states, you can make transactions. Next, in March, RBI imposed a monetary penalty of JM Financial Products Limited for non-compliance with NBFC regulations. What was the monetary penalty imposed on GMFL? It was 3.1 lakh rupees. Next, identify the public sector bank that entered into a strategic co-lending partnership with Piramal Howe Capital and Housing Finance Limited in March to boost credit access for underserved rural and semi-urban regions in India. This will be your Punjab and Sindh Bank. Next, what is the revised timeline set by SEBI in March 25 for completing right issues effective from 7th of April 2025? It is 23 days. Next is, in March, RBI signed a memorandum of understanding with Bank of Mauritius, right, to promote the use of local currencies for cross-border transactions. Correct? Take a note of this. This will enhance the bilateral trade between India and Mauritius. Next, identify the digital platform that collaborated with SBI Mutual Fund to launch Jan Nivesh, a 250 rupees SIP initiative that is aimed at promoting small ticket investments in India. This is your Paytm. Next, Paytm Money Limited, they received the certificate of registration from SEBI under which category? It was under research analyst category. Right option is option 3rd. Next is, identify the program launched by the Asian Development Bank on 17th of March to enhance local capital markets, boost entrepreneurship and support sustainable economic growth in the Pacific markets. So, which is that program? It is your Frontier Seed program. This is an initiative to provide funding and technical assistance to businesses with potential that is transformative. Next is name the digital platform that partnered with SEBI in March to help address the issue of unclaimed assets in the securities market. It is your DigiLocker that has partnered with SEBI here for this initiative. Then next is what is the revised minimum investment threshold for zero coupon, zero principal instruments on social stock exchange set by SEBI in March to make it more affordable for small investors. So it is 1000 rupees minimum investment threshold for zero coupon, zero principal. Next, what is the which of the following individuals was not appointed as a member of the IAC, that is Insurance Advisory Committee by IRDAI? So Sanjeev Sanyal was not appointed here. Next, name the mobile application launched by Bank of Baroda for corporate customers using Baroda Cash Management Service. It is Baroda M DigiNext. Next is how much penalty that the RBI imposed on IDBI Bank in March for violating the rules under Foreign Exchange Management Act of 1999. This is 36.3 lakh rupees, right? So on IDBI it is 36.3 lakh rupees and on Citibank it is 30 lakh 0.28 lakh rupees. Next is in April, the world's first dash named Babuji Vanam was inaugurated by Telangana Governor Jishnu Dev Verma at Kahana Shanti Vanam in Hyderabad as a part of 125th birth anniversary celebration of Pujya Babuji Maharaj. So, in April, the world's first energy transmission garden named Babuji Vanam was inaugurated by Telangana Governor Jishnu Dev Verma at Kahana Shanti Vanam in Hyderabad. This garden will have 40 species of medicinal trees, neem, red sandalwood, tulsi, tropical almond, and many more. Next, identify the medical condition for which India conducted the first human gene therapy trial in April through a collaboration between Biotechnology Research and Innovation Council's Institute for Cell Science and Regenerative Medicine, that is BRICS, in STEM, that is in Bengaluru, and Christian Medical College, that is in Vellore. So, which is that medical condition for which India conducted the first human gene therapy? It is hemophilia, right? This hemophilia, basically this is a blood disorder in which blood does not clot normally, causing the abnormal bleeding, and it continues to flow for a long time. Next, in April, Forbes India in collaboration with France-based L'Oréal Paris unveiled its annual W Power 2025 list honoring 20 exceptional self-made women who have demonstrated leadership, innovation, and resilience across various sectors, including business, finance, sports, entertainment, and public service. Question asked here is identify the person which is not included in this list. So, among the following, if we see, Arundhati Bhattacharya is not included in this list here, right? Dr. Geeta Gopinath, she is the first deputy managing director of IMD. Then Lina Nair, if we talk about her, right, global CEO of France-based Chanel Incorporation. Next, mention the organization that launched Aim for Nature initiative, that is accelerating innovative monitoring for nature restoration. This is Aim for Nature. So mention that organization that launched this Aim for initiative. It was launched by Food and Agriculture Organization of UN. UN's arm, Food and Agriculture Organization, launched this. And initial pilot projects here will begin in Brazil and Peru. Next is in April, the Government of India reconstituted the National Security Advisory Board, who was appointed as the new chairman of this NSAB. So Alok Joshi was appointed as the new chairman of NSAB. Right, this revamped 7 members NSAB comprises of various retired officials from Indian military, police, and diplomat services. Next, name the exercise that was jointly conducted by Indian Army and CAPF in April to strengthen multi-agency coordination and operational readiness across sensitive border regions. The exercise here is Sanyukt Abhyas. right? It was led by Tri-Shakti Corps of the Indian Army. Next, on 1st of May, Prime Minister Narendra Modi chaired the 46th Pragati, a multi-modal ICT-based platform enabling coordinated governance between the center and the state. What is Pragati? Proactive governance and timely implementation. Right? This is your Pragati. And also Prime Minister Narendra Modi has reviewed 8 major infrastructure projects worth 90,000 crore rupees. Right? And Pradhan Mantri Matru Vandana Yojana. This is a central sector sponsored scheme that is for providing the maternity benefits to the females. Next, mention the country that recently signed an MOU with India to renew and strengthen long-term cooperation in the energy sector that is aimed to support clean energy transition. It is Denmark. Right? Next, name the advanced light helicopter model developed by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited that was cleared for operations in May by Indian Army and Indian Air Force. It is Advanced Light Helicopter Dhruva. Next, India's export of goods and service reached an all-time high of $824.9 billion in FY25 as per the data on services trade for March 2025 released by RBI in May 2025. Next, identify the Indian badminton Olympian who were conferred with the Major Dhyanchand Khel Ratan Award, that is India's highest sporting honor, in May by Union Minister of Youth Affairs and Sports Dr. Mansukh Manviya. So identify that Indian badminton Olympian who was honored here. So Satwik Raj Ranik Reddy and Chirag Sethi were honored here with this award. Next, the Indo-Tibetan Border Police climbed the Himalayan peak at Mount Makalu on 19th of April, becoming the first CAPF to reach its summit. Question asked is, in which country Mount Makalu is located? It is located in Nepal. Next is, identify the India's first genome edited rice varieties that were revealed by Shivraj Singh Chauhan in Delhi recently. So the varieties are DRR Dhan 100, also known as Kamla, and Pusa DST Rice 1. These are the two rice varieties that were recently genome edited rice varieties that were revealed. Next, recently in May, which of the following state is set to become a key participant in India's first interstate cheetah conservation corridor, collaborating with Madhya Pradesh to establish 17,000 square kilometer wildlife corridor? Right? So, which of the following state became a key participant in India's first interstate cheetah conservation corridor? Which is it? Which of the following? It is Rajasthan. Next, according to 2025 Special 301 report released by Union States Trade Representative, India was placed on priority watch list due to their insufficient protection of IP, right, intellectual property rights. Next, identify the payment service provider that recently launched India's first model context protocol server for a payment gateway in April, enabling businesses to integrate AI-driven systems. It is Razorpay. Next, mention the state of India in which Tata Consultancy Service Limited, in partnership with International Business Machine Corporation, is going to set up India's largest quantum computer at the upcoming Quantum Valley Tech Park. It is in Andhra Pradesh. Next, who has been re-elected as the Prime Minister of Australia, becoming the first Australian Prime Minister to win second consecutive 3-year term in 2 decades? Right option is Anthony Norman Albanese. Take a note of this. Option 3 is right here. Next, Salem Salah bin Barak was appointed as the new Prime Minister of Yemen. He was appointed as the new Prime Minister of Yemen, replacing whom? Ahmad Awad bin Mubarak. Next, in May, who resigned as the acting President and Prime Minister of the Republic of Korea to pursue candidacy in the upcoming presidential elections? So, Han Duck-soo resigned as the acting President and Prime Minister of Republic of Korea. Next, DRDO, they successfully conducted the maiden flight test of what? Of stratospheric airship platform, right? This was in from a site in Madhya Pradesh. This will boost India's intelligence, surveillance and reconnaissance capabilities.